fellow speakers and competitors. Ricky here with Breaking Your Barriers, coming to you with another tip for the International Speech Contest as it is taking place right now. And once again, I can't stop saying it, but congratulations to all of you winners who are moving on to the area contest. Now, today's tip has to do with movement and gestures. And the reason why I did that is because you have to have fun. That's the most important thing. And the reason why I'm also doing this video is because somebody had a request. They go, can you please make another video with regards to gestures and movements? Okay, here's the first thing. Get straight to the point. When you move to your right, you're going back into the past. When you move to the left, you're either moving towards the future or you're marking a spot right here. And this spot will always be remembered as that subject or topic that you spoke about in your story. Back to the center. Move forward. Move back. Move diagonal. Move diagonal again. Go down. Jump. Raise your hands. All of these are just a few things you can actually do. You can do much more. Now, after having spoken to some of my friends who are speakers as well, when it comes to speaking, some of the most important gestures and probably the most important gestures you're going to need are these. Open. Open. Very open. You're hiding nothing. Hands, palms facing your audience. Of course, you can always be like this too. But the number one thing, smile. Really smile. If it's something to smile about, you need to use that awesome smile. Because if you don't, and your story's fun, they're going to prejudge you immediately. They're going to think, okay, this guy has a chip on his shoulder, or this lady has a chip on her shoulder. You don't want to walk on the stage, okay, Ricky, speech title, Ricky, speech title. My story is a story about something happy. Doesn't work that way. Your speech begins the moment you are on cue, right there in the backstage, right here, about to get introduced. This is where your speech begins, right here. Ricky, the title, speech title, Ricky, speech title, whatever. This is where it begins. So when you get on stage, the first gesture is this. Don't be shuffling around, okay? Do your best. Hit that stage, hit your mark, solid. And then let them simmer with excitement, wondering, what is this person going to talk about? Okay, now that you have somewhat of an idea, open hands, somewhat of an idea of what I'm sharing with you, you're going to want to utilize movements and gestures with a purpose. Do not just move to move. Do not just move to move. Do not just say something with your hands and do it at the same time robotically. When you move, it has to be natural. Because think about it. When you're speaking to a friend of yours, are you going, hey Johnny, when was the last time you went back in the past? You're not going to do that. More than likely, if you're going to do anything, you'll be like, man, did you see that fight? It was awesome. He went this and that and this. And the dude was like, oh, he was knocked out. When you move with reason, move with a purpose. And this is what's interesting. Sure, you can move here to the right. You can move here to the left. But check this out. Let's say something intense is happening. If you move to the right where you're supposed to move, but it's intense, and you move like this, does that show intensity? No. The importance of movement has to flow and has to coincide with your story. So for example, and I stormed out of the house. So don't slam your feet like I was just doing, but no, move with the purpose. Like move even if it's short distance and show that there's some kind of an intensity. And then something happened over here on my left side, and it was important. I heard something and I had to rush. Do you see how short of a distance? I'm talking about literally less than 4 feet of space. but you can make it happen if you will show intensity. Yeah, that was an example, okay? Because if you go, if you will show intensity, it doesn't have the same oomph. Now, very important, when it comes to gestures, and gestures are not only with the hands. The most important gesture rather, comes from your face and your eyes. Because your eyes will always tell the truth. It'll always show whether you're being genuine or you're being a little bit fake. So be careful with that. If you're really excited about something, show that you're really excited. Get into it. Relive that moment. Do not just say, yes, and I was really happy. It was really great. When you move and when you gesture, really get into it, really relive that moment. Imagine that it is happening to you right now. Don't tell it as if, well, did you know one time 4 years ago it was really fun and I had a really great time. No, say, man, I can still remember it like it was yesterday and I was opening that gift. Oh man, holy, it's exactly what I expected. I wanted this can of Spam. For example, okay, I'm just joking, but really get into your story. If you don't get into your story, how do you expect your audience to get into your story? It's impossible. These are just very simple tips. There are way more that you can learn as you continue. Now, here are some things to avoid. The T-Rex arms, and you'll see it. You'll see it in your club. You'll see it in area. Sometimes you'll even see it in division, okay? T-Rex arms, okay, avoid this. Avoid this. We get into this, and guess what this also does? Not only do we look like a T-Rex, we close ourselves off. Your goal is to be authentic. Your goal is to be vulnerable. That's why you open yourselves up when you speak. I want to share with you something that is genuine, that is authentic, that is about me. And I'm ready for you to listen. And I'm ready for you to know where I'm coming from, that it is heartfelt, that it was an experience that really hurt me or made me happy. But I'm here for you, and the story is for you. Whatever you're going to be sharing, make sure it is authentic. That's all I can say. That's all I'm going to keep saying. And make sure you have fun. There is no formula of moving right 20 times, left 3 times, forward 2 times, back. See, I'm not gonna do one of those dances and stuff like that. It's kind of crazy, right? Make sure when you move, it's you. It's you having fun. Now, I understand we may have some of our challenges because of our background, okay? That's a given. My background, the challenges we have is you cannot show emotion. So that's what I grew up with, and I had to break through my barriers and get past that. Whatever your challenges are, no matter what you grew up with and how you grew up and what you were taught and what values, you will have to go through those challenges and break past them if you really want to let loose. Now, I hope this video on gestures as well as movement, short as it is, helped you. And if you have any comments, if you have any questions, feel free to post it in the comments section, and I'll do my best to get back to you as soon as possible. For my friends that asked me to make this video on gesturing, this is for you. Congratulations once again. And for all of you who are competing, congratulations in advance. Make sure you post whether you won or not, because that's something to be congratulated, and we'd love to just celebrate that in the description box, or rather in the comments box. I will let people know. Johnny won, Kathy won, whatever, whoever won. It's something to be celebrated. Congratulations to you. Share those amazing stories because people need to hear them. And I'll see you guys on the next stage as well as on the next video. Bye, guys.